The weather caused an absolute chaos this past weekend over in League Two as many games were postponed, but who took full advantage with a chaotic week? We're going to take a little look next. Today we're taking a look at match number 22, that's right, in League 2, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button back at the all things Rovers related, League 2 related, world football related. We're going to all hit boys under one Ruski, of course. Yeah, a lot of games were postponed, but still top of the table. It is Stockport County ahead of Hollywood FC, Wrexham, who is still a good, 6 points away? But, of course, game in hand. We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe. And a big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. And, of course, make sure you subscribe, smash the likey, get the YouTube algorithm working for you. But anyway, let's take a little look at what we're talking about. We're talking about League 2, and we're talking about these past couple of games. As you can see, 2, 4, 6, 7 of the 12 actually completed. So Stanley with a 0-0 draw against Doncaster Rovers. That one with a 2-1 win as well. Not great for me there. Barrow, Gillingham, not happening. Bradford City, Salford, not happening. Meanwhile, Crawley, 2-1 winners over Colchester. Got a draw on that one. Stockport County did pick up a draw against Morecambe. I went with a 3-0 away win on that one. Wrexham against Forest Green, they did not play. Meanwhile, Grimsby, 2-1 winners over Crewe. I think I got 0. No, I got a couple in the end there. I was panicking. So big win for Grimsby there, of course, as they try to climb up the table. Meanwhile, Mansfield and Milton Keynes, MK Dons didn't get a go-ahead. Walsall, big win over Notts County, 2-1 win for them on the road. Sutton United, Harrogate, not happening. Tranmere Rovers, big 2-1 win over Newport County, got them on spot on the nose. And Wimbledon, the 4-0 win over Swindon. Wow, of course. So I got myself 2 out of that, all that lot. But how good would that would have it put me in second, alongside Frosty, Swindon RV, Prissy, Hutterland, and James FC. So well done to all of us for second, but Ultra Omeo takes the gold with 5. Well done to him. Andy and Shepherd had a nightmare. But anyway, that's of course that. This is of course the real deal leaderboard. Again, your name might be in here twice, and we'll clean it up eventually. But anyway, James FC tops the charts here, 102 points ahead of Andy, who of course had a nightmare this past week. But anyway, this is the table as it stands. Stockport County, of course, 6 points clear over Wrexham, of course, and Barrow, who both have a game in hand over Stockport. Mansfield Town, Crewe, Notts County, and Wimbledon make up the top 6 or the playoff spots. Going down is Sutton, it is Forest Green Rovers, and we'll see if they can get themselves a little bit closer to safety this week. Then, shall we? This is the link for the Prediction League. If you want to get involved, free to enter. But these are the games, of course, coming at you on the 16th of December, 2023. But anyway, let's get into it and start with Crawley against Mansfield Town. Of course, come at you 16th of December. Played each other 21 times. These two sides done 8-7 wins for Crawley, 10 for Mansfield. We got 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Crawley, 4-1 win. They got 24 goals in 21 matches. We got 1.14 goals a game on average. Mansfield, though, 4-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 34 goals in 21 matches, 1.62 goals a game heading into this. Mansfield, without a win in 3 now. They are 4th in the table, 36 points on the board, 42% form for them right now. Crawley, 3 wins the last 4, 67% form for them at the moment. They are 11th at the moment. Last round over in Crawley was a 3-2 win back in October 2022. But the odds for this one, we'll look at Crawley 10-3 for the victory, 11-8 Orange. Mansfield 14-5 is the draw. I'm going with Mansfield here, 2 to win. Their form has been shit. Crawley's has been decent, but it's got something about Mansfield. They need to start clicking into gear, and I think sooner the better if they want to be in the promotion mix once again. Meanwhile, Crewe are in the promotion mix at the moment. I guess Accrington, Stanley have kind of fallen off the wayside a little bit. Played each other 17 times. These two sides since 2009. 7 wins for Crewe, 9 for Accrington, 1 draw, of course. Crewe, 5-1 win, the biggest, 25 goals in 17 games, 1.47 goals a game on average. Stanley, though, 4-1 win, the biggest, scoring 22 goals in 17 games, 1.29 goals a game heading into this. Just 1 win in 6, though, for John Coleman's boys. 25% form for them right now. They are 10th with 30 points on the board. Up against Crewe, 75% form for them at the moment. They are 5th with 36 points on the board. However, back-to-back games now without a win. Last round over at Gristy Road, it was 1 win for Stanley, who did the double over Crewe last season, picking up a back-to-back wins there. Of course, just 1 loss in the last 4 for Stanley over Crewe. Meanwhile, the odds right here right now, we've got Crewe 23-20 for the victory, 2-1 is your way win, and 11-4 is the draw. We're going to go with a 2-1 win for Crewe on this one to take it to the house. Kicking on forward, it is Doncaster Rovers. It is Morecambe. It's come out at the Keynes Stadium. That's right. Now these two sides have played each other around about 5 times in 2003. 2 was for Doncaster, 1 for Morecambe, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Doncaster's 5-1 win. They got 11 goals in 5 games, 2.20 goals a game on average. Morecambe, of course, their one and only win was the 4-3 win. They got 7 goals in 5 games, 1.40 goals a game on average. Morecambe up to 12th right now, 28 points to the board, 25% form for them. Back-to-back games now without a loss for Gerard Brannan. Meanwhile, Doncaster, 58% form for them right now. They are 17th with 24 points on the board at the moment. 3 wins wins the last 6. They're starting to climb, but really they've not really got going this season, has Grant McCann's boys. Last time around, over the keep moat was a 1-0 win for Doncaster back in September 2021. The odds for this one, though, we're looking at Doncaster 13-10 for the victory, 25 is draw, 2-1 is your long shots. That's Morecambe. Going to go with a 1-0 win, though, for Doncaster Rose against I'm unsure about Morecambe at the moment under this new regime. Of course, Gillingham up against Bradford City coming at you over at Priestfields. Played each other 32 times since 2001. 13 wins for Gillingham, 10 wins for Bradford, and 9 draws, of course. Biggest win for Gills, so a 4-0 win. They got 40 goals in 32 games, 1.25 goals a game on average. Bradford, though, 4-0 win. The biggest score, 38 goals in 32 matches, 1.19 goals a game on average. 4 wins on the bounce now for Bradford City. They are 14th for the table, 26 points on the board. Up against Gillingham, 3 wins the last 4, 50% form for them right now. 8th in the table, 31 points on the board at the moment. Last time around, the over in Gillingham was a 2-0 win for Bradford back in February 2023. Of course, the odds, though, for this one right here right now, the Gills are 13-10 for the victory, 2-1 is your away win, 23-10 is your long shots. Going to go with a 2-0 for Gillingham against the run of play, perhaps, because Bradford have been cooking, Gillingham have been cooking. It does smell like a draw, if I'm completely honest with you, in the end. Going to go with Gillingham on this one. Of course, 2-0 win for them over Bradford City, but it does smell like a draw, if I'm completely honest with you. But kicking off forward, we do go Walsall. We do go, who are these guys? That's Tranmere. That's right, coming at you. The best got these two sides have played each other 30 times since 1989, 11 wins apiece and 8 draws. Biggest win for Walsall. 3-1 win. They got 40 goals in 30 games, 1.33 goals a game on average. Tranmere, though, 4-1 win. The biggest score, 39 goals in 30 games, 1.30 goals a game on average. Just want to defeat the last 6 now for Tranmere. They are cooking right now. 6-7% form for them right now. 21st in the table with 21 points on the board. Up against Walsall, 60th for the table with 24 points on the board, 33% form for them right now, just 1 win though in 6. Of course, last time around, the best got, it was a 1-0 win for Tranmere, as of course, back in September 2022. They did they were unbeaten against them last season, were Tranmere. The odds for this one, 2019 on is your Walsall, 13-5 is draw, 11-4 is your Tranmere here. Of course, looking at that, I think Atkins has these guys cooking a little bit, but I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. I'm going to go with a draw, that's right, a point apiece, not really good enough, but I think Tranmere could nick it. Meanwhile, Harrogate up against Notts County, coming at you over at Harrogate. Played each other 3 times since 2019, 2 for Harrogate, 1 for Notts County, and 0 draws. Biggest win for Harrogate, 3-1 win. They got 4-0 wins, 4 goals scored in 3 games, 1.33 goals a game on average. Notts County, though, 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 3 goals in 3 games, 1 goal a game on average. Notts County, 2 wins the last 6, 33% form for them, and they've slipped down to 6th at the moment, 36 points on the boards. Up against Harrogate, they are 18th for the table with 24 points on the board, 33% form for them right now, without a win in 5, though, heading into this. Last time around, though, in Harrogate, it was a 3-1 win for the hosts. Scrap, that was a 2-0 win for Notts County back in August 2019. That was in the National League. They did play each other in the National League playoffs final, and Harrogate won that one back in August 2020. The odds for this one then, the hosts coming at you right here, right now. We're looking at 7-2 for the victory, 11-8 on is Notts County, 11-4 is the draw. Notts County needed a result, and they needed a result fast. 3-1 win for them on the road. In my eyes, that's the alarm. What does that mean? It means we're moving on to this one. That's right, it is MK Dons against Forest Green Rovers at the Stadium MK. Now, these two sides have played each other again 5 times in 2017, 4 for MK Dons, nothing for Forest Green, and 1 draw. Biggest win for the hosts here, 2-1 win. They got 7 goals in 5 games, 1.40 goals a game on average. Of course, the Vegans without a win, but 3 goals scored in 5 games, 0.60 goals a game on average. Forest Green, though, without a win in 4 now, 23rd in the table with 15 points on the board. Up against MK Dons, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. Last time around, though, over at MK, it was a 1-0 win for Milton Keynes back in December 2022. That was in League 1. That was last season on Boxing Day. Meanwhile, the odds for this one, 6-5 on is your host, 5-2 with the draw, 16-5 is your away win. 2-1 win for me for MK Dons on this one to take it to the house. Kicking on forward, it is Newport County, it's Grimsby Town over in Wales. That's right, now these two sides again locking horns. 21 times in the past since 2010, 9 wins for Newport County, 6 for Grimsby, and we've got 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Newport County, 2-0 win. They got 19 goals in 21 matches, 0.90 goals a game on average. Grimsby, though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scoring 21 goals in 21 matches, 1 goal a game on average. They're on 58% form, our Grimsby at the moment, just 1 defeat past 6 in 90 for the day with 23 points on the board. Of course, David Artell now the governor. Meanwhile, Newport County under Coughlin, 42% form for them right now, just 1 defeat at the past 4. Of course, last time around, actually Newport County are 15th with 25 points at the board. Last time around in Wales, it was a 2-0 win for Grimsby back in September 2022. The odds, though, for this one, we're looking at Newport County, 31-20 for the victory, 13-8 is your Grimsby, 12-5 2.5 is the draw. I'm backing a home victory here, but realistically, again, my mind is deceiving me. It could be an away win here when I look at that form book, and of course, a recently appointed manager. Anyway, Salford up against Wimbledon, coming at you over in Salford City. That's right, played each other according to my eyes twice. 1-1 for Salford, nothing for Wimbledon, and 1 draw. Biggest win for Salford. In fact, it was the only win, 3-2 win. They got 3 goals in those 2 games, 1.50 goals a game on average. Wimbledon, just the 2 goals scored in those 2 games, a goal a game on average. 67% form for Wimbledon at the moment, 4 wins the last 6. They are 7th with 31 points on the board. Up against Salford without a win the last 6. 17th for the day with 20 points on the board, 22 points on the board. They are 20th. Of course, Salford are in trouble. Wood must be staring at the sack, you would imagine. Anyway, the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Salford here, 2-5 for the victory, 5-2 is draw, 21-20 is your Wimbledon. Wimbledon look good, and of course an outside pip for those playoffs at the moment. Going to go with a draw though, point apiece. Salford will grind something out of it, but realistically they need to be turning these into wins. Meanwhile, Stockport County against Sutton United over in Stockport. Now these 2 sides have played each other 6 times since 2019, 2 for Stockport, 1 for Sutton, 3 draws of course. Biggest win for the hosts, 3-0 win. They got 5 goals in 6 games, 0.83 goals a game on average. Sutton, 2-0 win. The biggest scoring 3 goals in 6 games, 0.50 goals a game on average. Sutton though just won defeat by 6, 50% form for them right now. They're 24th in the table with 14 points on the board. Up against Stockport, who are top. So top versus bottom affair here. 42% form for them without a win in 5, though. Stockport have a really bit of a rough patch right now. Of course, last round over in Stockport was a 3-0 win for the hosts, who were unbeaten against Sutton over the last 3. Couple of wins. Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back clean sheets against them. Just 1 goal conceded against them over the last 3. The odds, though, for this one, Stockport 11-4 on for the victory. 50-4 is the draw. 30-2 is your everything. This must be nailed on home banker here. 3-0 win. Stockport keeping it moving and remaining tip-top form at the top of the table. Swindon Town against Barrow, of course, come out over in Swindon. Played each other 4 times. 2 wins for Swindon, 1 for Barrow, and 1 draw. Of course, biggest win for Swindon, 1-0 win. They got 3 goals in 4 games, 0.75 goals a game on average. Barrow, though, 2-0 win. The biggest score on 3 goals, also in those 4 games, 0.75 goals a game on average. Barrow, though, 83% form for them right now. 3rd in the table with 37 points on the board. Just 1 defeat the last 6. Cooking right now. 5 wins the last 6. Swindon, 42% form for them. 2 wins the last 6. They are 9th with 30 points on the board at the moment. Last round in Swindon, it was a 0-0 draw back in April 2023. Barrow haven't scored against they've just scored 1 goal against them over the last 3. Goodness gracious me. But the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Swindon, 11-8 for the victory, 70-10 is your Barrow, 13-5 is the draw. Backing a home win here, Swindon. Barrow good, red hot, but I just think Swindon will have too much on the day to take the points. And then Wrexham against Colchester United, coming at you over in Wales. Now these 2 sides, played the 4 times, done 3, 1 win for Wrexham, 2 for Colchester, 1 draw. Of course, biggest win for Wrexham, 2-1 win. They got 5 goals in 4 games, 1.25 goals a game on average. Colchester though, 3-1 win. The biggest scoring 7 goals in 4 games, 1.75 goals a game heading into. They're in 22nd in the table right now. Colchester with 20 points on the board, just 1 win in 6. Up against second place Wrexham, 58% form for them at the moment. Last round over in Wales, it was a 2-2 draw back in February 2005. It's been a whopping long time ago. These 2 sides have locked horns. Of course, the odds right here right now, 94 on is Wrexham, 50-4 is draw, 5-1 is your long shots. Of course, we're going to go with a 3-0 win for Wrexham on this one to smash it, take the points, and of course, close in potentially to make a move for a top spot. These are my picks. This is the table if I get it all spot on the nose. And of course, going down right now, City United and the Vegans. That's of course my picks. Make sure you subscribe, smash your likey, hit the bell as well so you don't miss a beat. Of course, the next time you see me, we'll be live. So we'll be somewhere in England doing these predictions. A little bit wild for you next time. So make sure you give it a go. They'll be much shorter, much more. The prediction things will keep going, but of course we'll bring a bit of a recap once I get back into the building right here. So it'll be 3 or 4 games without an update, but they'll still be there. So make sure you do that. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, catch you later. Until then, we're done.